La Posada, I think in many respects, had 9 lives, because it opened as one of the most expensive Fred Harvey hotels ever created in 1930, right in time for the Great Depression. And they had planned that rail travel was going to establish a monopoly across the Southwest. They had no concept of cars. So they survived the Depression, and then as they get back to the great, sort of interstate travel rush that's going to happen after the war, everybody got in an automobile and drove right on by.
The hotel closed, and the Santa Fe Railroad used it as their division headquarters for 40 years.
And so in 1994, when we first looked at it, it was an unwanted building. And the railroad was saying, we want out. I mean, if we could just walk away from it, we would. If you can imagine, they paid us to take this building.
It was a huge cleanup project. But once they completed renovations, Daniel said it was like a train picking up speed.
And we have literally had double-digit growth every year, with the exception of 2020. That was a rough year for everybody. Right now, we're at the entrance to the cinder block court. It's what you would normally think of as a greenhouse for a very rich Spanish Don. He would bring his citrus in the winter, and it would survive the winter, and then it could go back out into the gardens. And it's actually all part of very much a fictional history that Mary Colter, the architect, created for this building. Prior to Colter, in the era of the first railroad hotels, they would build a hotel and it was going to be something from Europe, or it was going to be Victorian, or it was going to be... The notion was there really wasn't any culture here. So Colter looked at the place and said, okay, I love the Hopis, I love this desert landscape, I love the way the light runs across the landscape. I want to build a building that appreciates that. That is the very essence of what the arts and crafts style is about.
The famous Turquoise Room restaurant still incorporates locally sourced meats and produce to create Southwestern and Spanish dishes.
Probably the biggest thing that we've done recently is improved the bar. The bar was originally this horseshoe-shaped bar that was really wonderful, copper, but it was too small for the expansion at the restaurant. And so we've lengthened it and improved it. And the thing I love about the bar is that we utilized a local artist, John Sutman, to build the entire bar, fabricate it.
You'll also discover a large and unexpected art gallery.
I just think it's a very different space for a hotel, and it's a space that draws people in because it stands out as it's not a regular hallway with a series of guest rooms on it. It is this whole little gallery that just appears in the middle of the building.
The rooms on the eastern side of the hotel have gotten a recent facelift, with custom furniture and individual balconies. And they are named after recent famous guests, like Elon Musk, Jackson Browne, and Diane Keaton.
La Posada is a little quirky. We're not a place that has Coca-Cola machines in the lobby. There might be a big step up going into your bathroom because they had to raise the level for draining. There's a lot of quirks, but the trade-off is it's a real experience. I think that's what really brings people back. That's a big part of not just La Posada, but Winslow. It's a real town.